I decided to secretly learn the language my girlfriend's family speaks. Now, this backfired in the worst way imaginable, and I want to secretly learn of a way out of this relationship. I, 29M, met my girlfriend, 27F, when we both moved to a new town for work about a year ago. We hit it off right away and have been together ever since. Her family is Portuguese, and from the beginning, I've made efforts to be involved and get to know them, despite the language barrier. I've met her family several times, and on the surface, they've always been nothing but welcoming and nice to me. However, they have a habit of speaking Portuguese around me, which I initially didn't mind because I understood it was their first language and it made them comfortable. Wanting to connect with them on a deeper level and surprise my girlfriend, I recently began learning Portuguese. At a recent family dinner, my new language skills unexpectedly revealed a hurtful reality. As I listened, I realized they were talking about me in extremely unkind and derogatory ways, calling my kind not smart among other insults, right in front of me, all while smiling and acting friendly. From what I've gathered, my girlfriend understands what's being said but doesn't seem to join in on the insults. However, she hasn't done anything to stop it either, occasionally trying to hide her reactions or snickers. I feel betrayed and embarrassed and am questioning the integrity of our relationship and her loyalty to me. I'm at a crossroads and unsure how to address this situation. Talking to her family directly seems scary, especially considering the language barrier and not wanting to cause problems. However, I also feel that I can't just ignore such disrespect, and I'm worried about what this means for our relationship, especially if we were to have a family of our own. Should I talk to my girlfriend about her family's behavior and tell her how much it hurts me? How can I handle this situation in a way that respects my relationship with her but also stands up for myself? If she's not sticking up for you, she's not much of a partner. It doesn't sound like she's scared of them or anything. You could calmly tell her that you didn't want to spoil it, but you've been learning the language, and you're disappointed at the way she and her family talk about you. But what could she say that would excuse it? If you want to be petty, you could wait until they insult you at the next dinner and respond in Portuguese, thanking them for the food and saying, "This dumb guy is gonna see himself out, and it was nice knowing you all. I just don't understand being this rude and frankly cruel. You sound like a nice person." Even if I tell her I know, it doesn't change how I feel about her because she still didn't stand up for me and allowed it to happen without telling me. Update 1. This past Sunday, we visited her family again, and not surprisingly, the pattern of rude comments continued. This time, they called me dumb, among other things, and everyone laughed. I laughed along with them and then asked them to pass the salad in Portuguese. I could see the awareness and embarrassment spreading across the table one by one. I guess you don't make friends with salad. The dinner that followed was inevitably awkward. No one made a scene, but the atmosphere was tense. On the way home, I told my girlfriend that I wanted to break up. To my surprise, she didn't even ask why, which only confirmed my decision was the right one. Given that we both moved to this town for work and were living in a company-supplied rental, I reached out to our HR department to explain my situation. They were understanding and agreed to arrange a separate place for me. In the meantime, I'm staying at a hotel until everything is sorted out. I honestly feel empty about it now, empty inside. It's been a roller coaster and now there's sort of nothing. Maybe I will feel better tomorrow. Update 2. I spent today packing my things, and she spent it crying. Difficult day for both of us. Thank you for all of the comments and support and messages. I will update in here tomorrow, but I need to rest right now. It has been very difficult to process. Did she explain why she didn't stand up for you? In her defense, she has a very dominating family and is not a confrontational person. I don't expect her to have stood up for me, maybe I should? But I would have expected her to tell me at least. That was a pretty baller way to call them out, bro. You don't understand how perfectly you handled this. Yeah, they suck, but that doesn't reflect on you. Their meanness was not deserved on your part. I'm glad you knew your value enough to end things with your GF. You deserve better.